Hey, greetings. Today we're going to take a look at another tool, this time on Makita. This is a power finishing sander. It's the model BO, like Oscar, 3710. Selling for about $56, delivered on Amazon.com these days. They have a special promotion on Amazon right now. If you buy over $100 in Makita tools, you get $25 off. So actually got it pretty close to half price given that. This is what it comes with. It comes in this box. And the sander itself, and then you have a dust bag, and you have this little device here which will punch holes in the sandpaper on the bottom so that the dust will come out the dust hole. And I'll show you that a little bit later. The dust bag just slips on very easily. There's an O-ring here to make a seal, and pretty much just goes on. And that's all there is to it. This is actually right side up. We'll see what this thing weighs. It's exactly 4 pounds. Okay, let's take a look at the sandpaper. And according to the user guide, you can buy sandpaper pre-cut that has the holes in the bottom, but I've never seen that for sale, and I imagine it's more expensive. So I'm just going to use a standard sheet of sandpaper, 220 grit in this instance. You can actually get 3 pieces to fit this machine out of 1 piece, and all you do is fold this into 3 even sections. And then I find it easy just to use a pair of scissors to cut it. Some people might use a knife or a putty knife. I'll take this bag off a little bit easier. And you can see there's 2 clamps here which hold the sandpaper tight, one in the front, one in the back. All you do is push that in, leave it up. Once again, push it in, up, releases the clamp. You notice there's holes here on the bottom, and these holes feed out to the dust exit here. And we'll just go ahead, slide that up under there. Not sure exactly where the first time. Like that in place, flip it over, and slide it under there, make sure it's nice and snug, and push this down, and now we have it locked onto the machine. You don't want this to move or it'll tear the paper. You want to make sure it's nice and snug on there. Next thing we need to do, use this little piece of plastic here to punch the holes. You just use these edges, line it up, and push up through. Pull it off, and now you see we have our 8 holes there for the dust to come up through. Okay, we're going to go ahead and plug this in just to show you how it sands. It's not rocket science, not a very complicated tool, but the power cord is very nice, heavy rubber. Feels good. It's 18 gauge wire. There's no ground on this one, but it is keyed. One size wire, so you can make sure you get the positive and the negative interface properly with your receptacle. And with this, there's just a simple trigger. It's very quiet and very smooth. And on this side, there's also a button where you can lock it, so it's always on if you're doing a lot of work. And pulling the trigger releases that. Okay, put our dust bag on quickly. Make a good seal with the O-ring. There you go. There's very little dust kicking up off of that. The motor sounds very solid, smooth, and of course it's got that solid Makita feel to it. So that's the Makita BO3710 Finish Sander. Okay guys, hope this helps.